Alright, guys. So, we are back at it again. Alright, back to where I started 2 years ago. I'm back to Genshin. Alright, so I actually didn't came back recently. I came back like 2 weeks ago, but I deleted the game and then I just downloaded back recently. Okay, so the reason why I downloaded it back is actually pretty simple. So I saw a specific content creator somewhere on the internet. Okay, I don't want to mention which platform. All right, it says Genshin Impact is getting power creep and the abyss is getting worse, and you can't clear it unless you pull the limited characters in every single thing. All right, so in this video, my intention is very simple. So the first thing I came back to this game, I cleared the new abyss. That's the only thing I do. And guess what? I did clear it with like majority of them are simple units. So let's take a look at the opponents here. Alright. So first we have Mountain King. Alright, and we have Yumkasaurus. Alright, next we have the new mod, the Wayward Hermetic Spirit Speaker. And we have Ictomisaurus. For second chamber, we have Tenebrous Mimesis, which is the thing you need to use Night Soul Align attacks. Okay, but there's a way I brute force this. Okay, I will show you later in the video how. Alright, and for first half, we have the annoying Solitary Swanee with Shaman Beast. Alright, so the sequence is like the Shaman Beast come out first and only the Swanee will come out. For chamber 3, we have the most annoying mob that a lot of people complain about, which is Tenebrous Papilla type 3. Alright, which is the flower that can have a pain in your ass, yeah, like cause a great pain in your ass. Right. But I brute forced it, alright, using national team, and I'll show you in a bit how. Alright, so chamber 3, first half. Okay, beating cold wire manifestation, this thing I forgot how I killed it, but I remember I brute forced it in a way somehow. Okay, so the team I use is actually pretty simple. First, I will have Yoimiya. Second will be Zhongli. Third will be Shiori, and last will be Rosaria. So Rosaria that time was a random pick, but I managed to clear it. I don't know how, but if it works, it works. Okay. So next, the second half is pretty simple. We're going to run official Bennett, Xiangling, and Xingqiu. Right. Enter. So the cards today, I don't know are they considered good or are they considered bad. I would just consider like they're quite okay. Okay, so first, only Petrify. Next, Shiori will ulti. And then I'll skill, sort to Rosaria. And then I'll ulti. And then I'll Yoimiya and start the rotation. Okay, so our time ends at 8 minutes 26 seconds. Okay, means we have 1 minute and 26 seconds for the second half. Okay, so here it's going to be even more simple. Okay, we just brain dead rotations. Okay, just do what I did, Bennett ulti, and then you Xiangling ulti, and then you go bar, or the other way around also can, and then you Xingqiu Q, and then you ulti, yeah, and E. Okay, so next, this thing. Okay, so after beating the 3 clones, this thing will come out, okay? And then all you need to do is like just bring it, rotate it. Hey, shit, I missed it. Okay, so we cleared 3 star here, and I wasted like 2 outs, okay? So in chamber 2, we might struggle a bit, but chamber 1, at least we got 3 stars. Okay, here, our card we have is energy recharge 20%. Okay, so I mean, it's good for this run, okay, for me. Okay, for others, I don't know. Maybe some prefer like double crit, and some might prefer like attack percent and other stuff. I don't know. Okay, but for me, this is good. Oh shit. There I got bug. Yeah, I got bug. Okay, so we got like around 1 minute 30 seconds here. Okay, so this thing is the thing that makes a lot of people annoyed. Okay, because this thing, if you don't use Night Soul aligned attacks, you're going to suffer. Yeah, that's all I can say. You're going to suffer like a lot, because you need to like think of a way to actually break those things, which is not really that friendly. Okay, yeah, so we still can clear in time, even though I waste like 2 outies in at the front. Okay, yeah, so we still 3-star chamber 2. Okay, but chamber 2 is not the main point. Chamber 3 is what's actually the pain in the ass. Okay, so we're in chamber 3. First, we are going to meet this thing. Okay, first we are going to petrify it. Okay, because if not, this will happen. It will steal all of your energy. Okay, and this means you are technically cooked. Like, I'm not joking, you are technically cooked. If you don't break it in time, then yeah. If you break it in time, it will return all of your energy. But if you don't kill them, like hit it in time, the ice shield will like turn into something else, and it will be very hard to like break it. Okay, we stopped at like we finished around 8 minutes 55 seconds. So this means that we have around like almost 2 minutes for this thing. Okay, so for this thing is simple. You just need to keep like doing your rotations. Like don't stop. Okay, whatever you do, just don't stop. Just keep attacking it in a way like it matters. Yeah, so I did. Okay, break it successfully. There is no like any nutline characters here. Okay, all I did is like just using a lot of coordinated or off-field attacks. Okay, yeah. So for those who are struggling, you can do what I just did. Okay, like you just use a lot of like off-field attacks that can like trigger really fast. Okay, done. Okay, chamber 3 done. And how long is it? Like maybe like consider everything down is like maybe around six 6 7 8 minutes, like something like that. Yeah, so yeah, there you go, 9 star clear, 412. Is it like really that pain in the ass? Like okay, let me show you the team that I used just now. Okay, a lot of people like some people will probably think like my team or the weapons or anything that I use is actually cracked. Okay. Um First of all, crack, obviously there's always something cracked, okay? But if you wanna use it like as a really valid reason against me, I honestly don't think it's gonna work, okay? Because so my team is just now like this is just now, right? Okay, so here are some of the builds. First, my Yoimiya. Okay. I mean I got a signature weapon, of course, because she's my favorite girl. A lot of people know it. Okay, she's my favorite girl, so I got her a signature weapon. But zero cons. Okay, zero cons. And all I have is a crack artifact I camp for years. Okay, so double crit on almost every piece. Okay, and one off piece. So her ratio is like 74 to 263. Okay, that's technically it. And for Zhongli, it's even more simple. No crit damage there. I don't ask me. I don't even know why. 55k HP, shield bots only. Black Tassel, Refinement 5. Refinement doesn't matter, level 90 matters. Artifacts, Tenacity of the Millilith, 4 piece, okay. All I give is HP, 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 and more HP. Okay, crit doesn't really matter, just fuck the damage. Just go shield bot, bro. Just stop doing all the things that are unnecessary if you want for like the most suitable and most comfortable game experience. Okay, so C1, this one's an accident. This came out in 4 pools when on his first rerun banner. Okay, so whether C1 or no, it doesn't really matter, because if you have a Chiori on the team, you're also going to get an ulti back anyway, so C1 doesn't really matter. So here's my Chiori, 91 to 101, okay, and HP, everything just looks normal. Okay, weapon, Cinnabar Spindle. Okay, for those who don't have this weapon, this is actually an event limited weapon you get from the Dragon Spine event. Okay, so for those who don't have this weapon, just find other replacements. Okay, like BGC or any other thing. Okay, maybe like Sacrificial Sword. Sacrificial Sword actually works. It refreshes your skill, means you get to like swing one more time, because her skill damage is actually considered not low at all. Okay. Or you can also use like the Sword of the Narizin, something. Or whatever it is, just find any weapon that suits Chiori. Okay. And for like artifacts, like it's not even crack, look, like 20% defense just on a crit rate circlet, and like geo damage bonus with double crit that is not even like rolled well, like look at that 14% HP. And for the sense, like this is the only one that's considered kind of good, 8.9 and 31. Okay, and for feather, it's like a normal feather, 6.2 and 11.7. And flower of life is like 17.1 crit rate only. Yeah, this is like the only crit rate piece that I actually got cracked in. But it's not that good, obviously. Okay, so the talents are 6, 10, 8. Okay, so for Zhongli just now I forgot to show it's 8, 10, 10. Okay, because I want the 0.1 second petrification duration. Okay, but it doesn't really matter for Yumi as triple 10 because she's the main DPS there. Alright, and for last it will be Rosaria. Where's actually Rosaria? Where is it? Okay, here. Okay. So Rosaria, her ratio is even more simple. It's just 70-80. Just build her crit rate bot. Trust, just build her crit rate bot. Don't fuck the crit damage, fuck the attack percent. The only thing you need to care on her in this run is actually EM, crit rate, and ER. That's all you need. Okay, so for weapons, we are running for Venice Lands at R5. Okay, I believe a lot of people have a lot of duplicate for Venice Lands. Okay, just R5, max it, throw onto your support sub DPS, and it works. Okay, next artifacts. Artifacts are running 2+2. Okay, don't tell me you don't have a 2+2. That is not a valid excuse. Right, first circlet, like copium circlet, not really that good. Attack percent, defense, HP, and EM. Alright, cryo damage bonus goblet. Alright, this is even more copium. Okay, EM is one thing, and then crit rate and ER, it's low. Okay, but the sense is also like kind of questionable. Right. Besides the 63 flat defense, we have other one other roles on like each of the thing. Yeah. And okay. And feather, this is one of the good feathers I own. I have one of the very few. But overall it's still copium. Okay, next the flower looks something like this, yeah. Average, just like kind of average, honestly, compared to those who have like 50 CV on the piece. Okay, so for constellation I have is C6. Okay, for constellation all I have is C6. I believe if you are an old player or you have played for long enough, a lot of your 4 stars are like really close to C6, or either they are either C6 or like really close to C6. Unless you're unlucky like me, my first visual I bought it. Okay, so her talents are 7, 10, and 12. Okay, plus 2 from the constellations. Okay, yeah, this no, actually plus 3. Yeah, forget. Yeah, so it's like you're just -3 and it will be like the actual level of it. Okay, so that's the first team. So second team, all 4 stars. Okay, no 5-star weapons included. Alright, so first will be official. Okay, so official, here's my ratio: 75, 84, 170 ER, and 63 EM. Okay, so the weapon I'm using is Fading Twilight because this weapon gives ER and it buffs your damage like over time. Like it changes the state. Okay, so every like 21 second I get the maximum like buff, which is 28%. Okay, overall for me is good. 565 base attack is considered very high for 4-star. Alright, and ER 30.6 helps me with my rotation problems. Okay, for artifacts I'll be using Golden Troop. Okay, because I want the elemental skill to be more pain. Right, so crit rate, crit damage, like not a really good piece as you can see. The only good thing is the CD and ER. Okay, for electro damage bonus, the goblet, yeah, not really that good except for CR and ER. Alright, the sense is like kind of the only good thing I got on here, which is 10% crit rate and 7% crit damage. The other roles went into copium, right? As you can see, 2 flat attack and 1 defense percent. Right, so for feather, it's 6.6 crit rate and other things. Okay, for flower, yeah, this is like the crap piece I was talking about. So 13.6 and 14 for this one, which ends up with the ratio I guess. So for constellations, it's C6. Okay, and here are her talents: 1, 11, 11. Okay, I didn't bother to upgrade. Yeah, I don't even know why. Okay, next we have Bennett. Bennett is also one of the up characters, like blessed characters during this duration. So his max HP, attack, and defense are increased by 20%. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect him much. Okay, if we like exclude the 20%, you can still use him perfectly fine. Okay. So here are my ratios: 39.2, 1-to-1 crit damage, 250 ER, and how many HP? 27k HP. Yeah, okay. So weapon for Volnir's sword, because I want him to always have his ulti and also give energy particles to Xiangling. Right, next we have Nobi's Oblige for the artifact set. Alright, so crit rate circlet. Obviously everyone have a crit rate circlet. The substats doesn't matter. If you want to go for substats, the only substat that matter is ER and HP. Okay, next Goblet, HP percent, alright. Nothing really special except for EM and attack, which doesn't really matter at all because when you are using Bennett, you just don't care about that like damage. Just build healer Bennett. ER HP healing bonus or crit rate. Okay, it's as simple as that. So here is my sense, right? ER means that HP percent, crit rate, crit damage, and HP. So kind of like a perfect piece, but according to my POV, this is the best piece for me because I'm building healer Bennett. All I need is HP. I don't need anything else too much. Okay, yeah. So this is like the all roll HP. Yeah, this is good. Alright, so feather crit damage not doesn't really matter for me. Okay, mention again, not doesn't really matter for me. HP, yes, good. Okay, and for flower, all it matters is like ER, the crit damage. Like how many times do you see my Bennett actually crit? Okay, so Bennett I used to have him at C5, but after that I C6, and luckily I C6. My national team is actually cracked now. Right. And next is talent, I leave it at 8, 12, and 13. I crown the ulti, alright, so I can get better buffs. Next will be Xiangling. Okay, my Xiangling is like 80%. Just consider this at 80%. Right, and 180 crit damage, 243 ER, and it's just like that. Alright, for weapon, I'm running Skyward Spine. Alright, I believe a lot of people will have this weapon. If you don't have this weapon, it's okay. The catch is usable. I tried and it's usable. Trust. Okay. Next artifacts, I'll be using Emblem of Soviet Fate. Right, so crit rate circlet with average stats, pyro damage goblet with like double crit, alright, and ER sense with quite okay stats, alright, and feather, yeah, this feather I found for quite long, so this is like one of the good pieces, and for flower too. So this flower is my first crack emblem flower, yeah. So it's technically like that. So for constellations, it will be C6. Okay. So C6, the only thing is like power damage bonus. Yeah. That's the only thing like it affects it, and also like the extended RT duration. I believe I made in the previous like one of the guides. You can go check it out. Okay. So her talents will be 6, 12, and 13 because I want the damage on the ulti. The Gobak I can leave it at 12. I'm not making memes. Okay. Next will be Xingqiu. So Xingqiu, my ratio is 68 to 1 to 2, and the EI is 244 because I always want the ulti back. Alright, next, his weapon will be Sacrificial Sword, and I recommend only Sacrificial Sword because the E damage is really important and it's very high in this run. Okay, and having it you to like use it one more time is a complete game changer. Okay, so R5 must be R5. If no R5, R3 or above also works. Okay, minimum R3, maximum R5. Okay, so Sacrificial Sword and artifacts. Okay, so here's my piece. I'm running the 4-piece emblem 2. Okay, but for circular it's off piece. So for circular it will be crit rate. Okay, some okay stats, right, and hydro damage bonus with kind of like a copium substats. Okay, and this sense is like my crack sand. Alright, I used to have this on Beidou, but I plucked and I gave it to Xingqiu. And this feather is like 7.4 to 18.7. I believe a lot of people can get this kind of like feather or flower. Okay, for the flower, it will be 10% crit rate and 19.4% crit damage, and some ER. Okay, so for his cons, it will be C6. Okay, C6. So what matters, honestly, besides the C6 itself, we all know the C6 is good. Okay, C4 matters because it says whenever you have your ult, your E deals 50% increased damage. Alright, so with your Sacrificial Sword proc again, you're going to have like slash 2 times, which is like 100% more. Okay, so his talents here, it will be 9, 13, 13. Alright, I double crown all that damage output. Okay, so that's technically everything I have for this run. Okay, is it? Okay, so maybe like some of you will be like, your artifacts are like really cracked and everything. And like some of you might even go like, hey, you use some of the weapons, they're even limited and everything. Okay, you know what? If you talk about limited weapons, okay, I have no words. Okay, because it's limited, I know, and it's very hard to find replacement. But if you're talking about artifacts, okay, I'm going to literally slap you in the face if you are an old player. By old player, I mean you're playing for this game for at least like half a year, 1 year, or 2 years. Okay, because what, like, how long is it since Emblem Domain got released? How long is it? Do you think like I got these stats like pretty easily? Do you know how long we like, especially for players who farm the emblem set, have camped in that domain for how long? We camped for like 1 year, bro. We camped for like, some of them might even be more than 1 year, and some of them are still camping in that domain until this day. So do you think like we got this like kind of artifacts really easily? You didn't see like all the blood, sweat, and tears we all are like giving out behind all this, like all this work we are doing. And then plus I didn't even touch like the artifacts whenever like started using the national team like as an official clear for Spiral Abyss, because it's just so like brain dead. You don't really need much skill for this, bro. The only skill you need for this is like actually quick swap plus learning how to right click or left shift. For PC players, mobile players, just press the dash button, bro. It's there on the screen. It's just press it. That's the only thing you need for this team. Is it really hard to clear Abyss? Like, I don't see the problem. Like for this round, I actually don't see a problem. Even the flower is there. Like it's not really the big deal. Like a lot of people say, yo, you need like kinich, you need like burning, you need like this and that. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Look at me. I didn't even use netline characters, bro. How is that power creep? I mean, yeah, there is power creep, but it's still clearable. At least the power creep is not as serious as Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, like if you complain about power creep in Honkai Star Rail, I totally understand, because that game power creeps every single like few patches, or sometimes maybe even serious, it like power creeps every patch. Okay, but what we are having here now is a power creep that is much slower compared to Honkai Star Rail. Okay, so Honkai Star Rail is like, it's just version 3, and then you already have like 50 million HP enemy in total for the MOC. Okay, and for Genshin, I mean the same thing is happening, but the inflation isn't too serious yet. Okay, by too serious, I mean you see all the units I use. Okay, everything I used. Like if you don't have Chiori, okay, if you don't have Chiori, I believe a lot of you all will have Silonen. Okay, Silonen also works. The buff is there. Alright, I use Chiori because I want the like the off field coordinated attack, and then I also want like the damage output. Okay, so you can use another really OP support to cover off the loss of the DPS overall. So Silona also works, bro. Silona also works. So I don't really know like why are those people complaining that they can't clear Spiral, or they say Spiral is worse. It's becoming really hard. Okay, becoming worse and hard, I agree. But if you say you can't clear, I don't agree. Because you see, I'm literally like, what kind of things I use to clear? What kind of teams are there even? Bro, who the hell would even put Yoimiya with Rosaria together? Only, only weirdos. Dead honest. Who the hell will put Yoimiya and Rosaria together? Normally, the basic common idea you have in your brain is, like, you have to go double pyro, and then you add, like, Yelan or Xingqiu for Vade. Okay, who the hell will come up with this kind of team with Geo Resonance? Okay, and you put Yoimiya and Rosaria, which doesn't have good synergy as a team. Okay, and the second half is even like more reasonable. I'm using full 4 stars. Even their weapon, no, not one of the weapon is not 4 stars, but it's standard weapon banner. I mean standard weapon, Skyward Spine. If not, you can also use the catch. Okay, nothing's wrong. Like all 4 stars can clear. So I don't really see the kind of problem where people say I can clear this. It's getting harder. The mobs are getting more thick. So I don't really see the point. Like especially for those people who will in this game, who put like a ton of money, and they just say they can't clear. It's because they didn't build the characters properly, or they invest in the wrong things. You know, when it comes to playing this kind of games, investment matters. especially when it comes to like this kind of endgame content, like the Imaginary Theater and Spiral Abyss, and maybe sometimes some events. Okay, so for those people who actually watch all the way here for this long ass complaint video, all right. By long ass, I mean really long, half an hour or more. Okay, remember to invest on the right thing and not the like the you feel thing. Okay, we Asians always have like I feel this, or like we feel this. We humans always have that feeling. Bro, don't. Okay, stay back to logic and think properly what your account actually needs or what your account is lacking and get it. Okay, I mean there's nothing wrong if you want to pull the characters you love or you like. Okay, but the problem is when you can't clear endgame content because of your personal preferences, then you don't go around and complain everything like this and that. Okay, because what I did here is like I cleared it, not really much of a big deal. Okay, or some people might even have like better teams than this. Okay, mine is just like one of the more like extreme options on this. Okay, more of the more common options for the second half. All right. Some people complain like, no, the flower is too annoying. You must have Kinich. You have must netline characters. You have must burning. Okay, everything. And then I was like, man, I cleared with this, and you're talking to me like I use Kinich. I have Kinich, bro. How do I not understand that? But like obviously there is a better option, then I will obviously use it, and it's more like convenient. Imagine if you use Kinich halfway and suddenly your Kinich die. That's how like things actually work out when you're going into like this kind of combat. When like the problem Kinich will die is actually like no heal or he gets hit. Where he can get hit pretty often because you're fighting like enemies that can fly here and fly there. Then just use this team lah, like bro, it's just a cannon, a whole team of cannon there, bro. Like every single one of them is DPS, and they are free characters. I mean, not free, but easily obtainable. Who the hell still doesn't have a Bennett on their account? Or maybe I'm not taking Bennett. Who the hell doesn't have a Xiangling on their account? One of the most broken units ever released in the game, and they give you for free once you clear Spiral Abyss. So you tell me like if you can't clear, I'm telling you like completely bullshit. Okay, completely bullshit. You still can clear. All you need is like invest your things inside, like your time, your effort, and everything. Like even though I quitted this game like for pretty long time ago, all right. So you see, like I still can 36 them when I come back. I quit like during this time, I think. Is it like October or November? I forgot. I quit Genshin and then I came back. I still dominated. So what's actually the big deal? Like there's no big deal. It's just like whether you want to take the L and then just get better, or you take the L and don't get better, and you just stand there and complain like a child. Okay, so this is more like a complaint video. Okay, instead of like an abyss clip. All right, so for those people who still say they can't clear this abyss, something is wrong with you and your account. Okay, something is definitely wrong, and you need to find it out yourself and fix it. No one else can help you. Even though they can't help you, they can help you. They can't help you like an entire life. In the end, it's still your account. It's still your responsibility if you want your endgame content to be cleared. Alright, especially for those people who will. Okay, who will in this game. I mean, I did spend money in this game. I used to spend them in like Yoimiya's weapon and Hutao's weapon, but as you see, I don't even use Hutao anymore, and my Yoimiya is still like still on it. Alright, before I got the signature weapon, the weapon I use is like R5 Rust. Okay, so this shows like how much of a tryhard player I used to be last time. Okay, so I think that's the end of this video. Alright, so for whoever who watched this 5:36 minutes of complaint video. Thank you very much for actually staying all the way here and actually like watch this. Yeah, so this is the end of this video. I'm not sure if I'm still going to stay in this game for long. All right, besides like losing my enthusiast for this game, all right, another issue is the storage space. All right, so this game is currently like 100 gigs or more, where it equals to 2 games I play. So I purposely delete 2 games just to get this game back. Okay, so maybe in the next update I might be completely gone for real. Okay, then maybe in that time, like, I'll try to find other solutions, or like Genshin will just be forever gone on my channel. Right, so once again, thank you for watching this video. If you find this like helpful or anything, make sure to help me to share it to more people so they can actually see this message, okay, or see this clear. Okay, so this habit skill is not too hard or too luxurious. Okay, it's just something like basic. It's all skill rotation, swap, and then getting back your ulti and just keep repeating and repeating. Okay, so once last time, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. So thank you and peace.